The quiet lie about dating. There's a kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being alone. It comes from being surrounded by people, scrolling through faces, reading comments, watching clips, and slowly deciding that none of this is meant for you. You don't announce it out loud. You don't even consciously decide it. You just start living like a man who already lost a game he never really played. If you're a single guy in your 20s, this probably feels familiar. You're not rich, you're not famous, you're not 6 foot whatever with a perfect jawline and a curated life. You're working on your body, you're working on your finances, you're working on yourself, and yet somehow it feels like you're already behind. Like the door to dating quietly closed while you were busy becoming someone worth letting in. Social media doesn't scream at you, it whispers. It whispers that women only want the top slice of men, that dating is an 80-20 game, that unless you're exceptional, you're invisible. It whispers that being average is the same as being irrelevant. Average height, average income, average progress in the gym. You start doing math in your head that no one asked you to do. I'll date when I'm leaner. I'll date when I make more. I'll date when I'm more confident. But confidence never seems to arrive on schedule. And meanwhile, you're told to just be yourself in a world that rewards highlight reels, not real people. So you wait, you keep your head down, you keep working, you keep scrolling, and slowly something dangerous forms. Not anger, not bitterness, but disqualification. You start believing you're not eligible. No one told you directly that you're unworthy. You told yourself. You stopped making eye contact. You stopped lingering in conversations. You stopped noticing when someone stood a little closer than necessary. You trained yourself not to look for signs because you already decided there wouldn't be any. That's the cruel part. Loneliness isn't always about rejection. Sometimes it's about never giving reality a chance to contradict the story in your head. And the story says, why would she choose me? So you don't risk finding out. Here's the thing, no algorithm ever tells you. If you truly were invisible, if you truly were unwanted, you wouldn't feel this tension. You wouldn't feel the ache. You wouldn't feel the curiosity. You wouldn't feel the quiet frustration when you see couples laughing over coffee. Indifference feels flat. What you're feeling isn't flat, it's pressure, and pressure means potential. Think about this honestly. At least once a week, a woman notices you. Not in a cinematic way, not with violins and slow motion, but in small human ways. A glance that lingers half a second longer, a smile you didn't fully register, a conversation that softened before you cut it short. These moments happen, you just weren't looking up. Confidence doesn't always start as boldness. Sometimes it starts as awareness. Awareness that the world is not judging you as harshly as you think. Awareness that attraction isn't a leaderboard. Awareness that women are not a monolith chasing the same three men. Social media trains you to believe that visibility equals value. Real life doesn't work that way. In real life, attraction is subtle, contextual, human. It's shaped by how present you are, by whether you listen, by whether you allow yourself to be seen at all. You don't need to dominate a room. You just need to occupy your space without apologizing for it. Here's the shift. You stop asking, am I good enough yet? And you start asking, am I participating? Because opting out feels safe, but it costs you something. It costs you evidence, evidence that you are already enough to be noticed, enough to be interesting, enough to be chosen. You don't need to win dating. You just need to stop forfeiting. Lift your head, meet eyes, speak when the moment invites you, not to impress, not to perform, just to exist fully. You don't need to be rich first. You don't need to be finished first. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to stop letting a digital narrative define your worth. The world is not sorted into winners and leftovers. It's full of people quietly hoping someone notices them back. And the moment you stop treating yourself like you're disqualified, you realize you were never out of the game. You were just looking down.